All right, so we're gonna look into this Mikey Lair Snapchat photo because this is supposedly the smoking gun that proves that Caden's timeline is not correct. Okay, so you have Mikey Lair here, and here's Jasmine on the side, and then here's Logan. And Logan's the one with her arm here, and she's taking the picture. So there's some speculation about whose phone this image was taken on. I'm assuming it's Logan's phone, but it is possible that she could have grabbed Mikey's phone or Jasmine's phone and took the picture. But Logan is clearly taking the picture. Okay, and you see the timestamp. It says Terrell, Oklahoma, September 4th, 2023 at 5:27 a.m. That's the morning that Noah was found. Okay, and 911 supposedly wasn't called until around 5:53 a.m., somewhere around there. So Caden has his 5:15 a.m. timeline where he claims that him and Jack were down at the scene of where Noah's body was way before 911 was ever called. But the problem is Caden claims that he followed Jack because Jack went down there in his own truck, and Caden loaded up in his Jeep, his red Jeep, and he also loaded up Isaac, Mikey, and Breland in his Jeep, and they followed Jack down there. And so this photo is supposed to prove that Caden's timeline is wrong, because how in the world could Mikey be down at the scene at this exact time when he's in bed with two chicks? Okay. So here's a few red flags, because Warlike Wrath did a video and he's totally trying to debunk my theory and my findings, and he's saying that I'm wrong, basically. And some other people are saying that I'm wrong. But here's the questions that I have about the photos, okay? First of all, why didn't you just take a screenshot of each photo? The original photo, take a screenshot and send it digitally like everyone else on the planet does. Then the same photo with supposedly the timestamp pulled up. Okay, you got this little menu here that you can slide up, or however you do it. Some are saying that you hit these little three dots up here, and then you can pull up your menus. I don't know, because I don't use Snapchat. Okay, but my first question is, why did you use another phone to take pictures of these pictures on another phone? I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense. But I did some research, and it says that some criminals will do this in order to throw off investigators, because it dilutes the original photo and it destroys the metadata. Like there's no metadata now, because you're using another phone to take a picture of the screens. So you can't dig in and dive in and dissect these original photos to see if they're real. Okay, you can't do that, because they're pictures of a picture. Okay, so that's suspicious in itself that they didn't just take screenshots. Okay, now here's what I'm going to say right now to whoever has these photos. If you have these photos, then just send the original files. Okay, send them to whoever. Send them to Warlock Wrath. You sent these to Warlock Wrath. Send them to him. Send them to law enforcement. Send them to Kathy Bingham. Send them to somebody. Send them to Noah's family. Okay, send the originals. Okay, that way they can be inspected to see if they're real. and if they pass all the tests. Okay, second of all, this is what all the hoopla is about. I did a post on the Noah Presgrove puzzle page. If you're a member, you know all about it, where I said I was doing a side-by-side comparison of the original full photo compared to the photo where the menu is pulled up. And I don't have to be a Snapchat user to be able to clearly see that in one photo you have the 3 dots, and in the other photo the 3 dots are missing. So I don't know how Snapchat works, and I didn't know if that was normal, that when you pull up the menu that the 3 dots disappear. Because I'm telling you, that right there is a sign of a manipulated photo. The 3 dots are here on one, but they're gone in the other. Okay? There's some other things here. If you look at the first photo, look at all this red all over the outside border of the photo. There's red everywhere. Red glow. If you look at the other photo, if you look at this little menu here, starting around from where Mikey's head is on the left side of the phone, and you go down, starting at Mikey's head on the left side of the photo, and you go down on the left side, down by where it says tarot, and keep going where it says delete snap, down where it says my eyes only, favorite snap, edit snap. You see how black it is? Right beside that menu? It's really black. It's dark. And if you compare that to the other photo, along the side, there's a lot of red around the border. So something's a little off. It's not just the 3 dots, it's something with the coloring of one photo to another. And you can look, guys, I've already spotted 100 different differences. Like look at the blanket that Logan is around Logan. On the left side of the picture, there's a lot of red. And then look on the right picture, it's really dark. Same blanket. So why the differences in color? Okay. So what happened today was, after I posted this, and a lot of people bashed me and said I was wrong and that it's just normal that the 3 dots go away when you pull up the menu. What happened was, someone named Danielle, who uses Snapchat, sent a video, and we're going to check that video out because there's some strange and interesting findings in that video, okay? So here is the video in question, and we're going to play it all the way through. But I do want you to notice that up top, the layout is a little bit different. And I don't know, maybe Snapchat changed their layout. But you see up top where it has the same, if you compare it to the first photo, it has a lot of the same things. It has the big T, and then the little pencil or marker icon, and then whatever other icon that is, and then there's a little camera icon, and then there's a down arrow. Okay, you got all those icons on the right side of the screen, but then you have the 3 dots, and then you have a heart to the left of the T. But in hers, it's just laid out a little bit differently. Okay, the 3 dots are above the T, and then the heart is to the left. So you know, maybe it's just a different layout. But what I want to point out is, on her Snapchat app, with this picture here that she's got pulled up, okay, it shows the 3 dots and the heart. Let's just focus on those up top. 3 dots and a heart. And let's play the video while she flips through some menus, and let's see if anything goes away. Let's see if it ends up the same way as this one. Menu pulled up and the 3 dots disappear. Let's see if that is true in this. Oh, she pulled up the menu And both of them disappeared. Now they're back. Now she's doing some other filters or whatever she's doing. I don't understand for Snapchat, but she's pulling up different menus and stuff. She's just showing us what it looks like when you scroll through. But there's the three dots and the heart again. And look, they're there while she has this pulled up. Both are still there. Okay, but then she pulls up this other menu that has more stuff to it, more options, and now they're both gone. So, in both examples, neither one are exactly like this. Because in this, only the three dots disappeared, but the heart stayed there. So let's show you this again. How come in this one, they either both disappear, or as we get there, let's see, just a minute here till we get to that part. See, they both stay there when she pulls up this screen, and I don't understand why. They're both there, but now that here's the screen again, and they're both gone. So I don't know, guys. I don't know how it works. I don't understand it. But what I do understand is if something's there 1 second, but then it's not there the next. And I can tell the difference between this and this. It doesn't take an expert at Snapchat or a computer guru or any of that to clearly see that when she's doing this live and pulling up her timestamp menu, that both disappear. So, did we just catch whoever photoshopped this in action? Did we catch them with their hand in their cookie jar? Or is there another explanation? I'll let you guys decide. But that's how you investigate, guys. Very, very, very simple. You don't have to be an expert in anything. Like I said, I've never used Snapchat before in my life. But I can compare pictures. I can compare evidence. And it looks like it's leading me to the correct answer. Because I asked some questions about these Snapchats and why they're different. And now it looks like these guys are busted. Because how come it didn't work the same way when Danielle showed us how hers works? How come it's different when they're doing it over here to try to prove this 5:27 a.m. timeline? And why is it so important for them to prove that timeline? If you're innocent and you have nothing to do with something, why would you go to such great lengths to prove that you're innocent? So something's just off here, guys. And since we can't get any updates from police and evidence from police or anything like that, timelines, this is the type of stuff that we need to look at, is the evidence that these guys are releasing, photos and stuff. And let's dissect the hell out of them. Because so far it's looking like something's off. I mean, just the layout here. The T's at the top. But over here, the T's down a little bit. Let's see if we can scroll back and find it here. And the dots are at the very top in the right corner. So right there, that's a discrepancy. So y'all let me know what y'all think.